Today, I will discuss the meaning of option, implied volatility, and uncertainty for an for an for an option traders. In the option world, time plus volatility is equal to uncertainty. We all know that in economics, in microeconomics, uncertainty we read. In macroeconomics, we study uncertainty. John Maynard Keynes in 1936 published a book, The General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money. In that book, Keynes has shown the importance of uncertainty, especially in a capitalist economy. In communist economy, there may not be such type of certainty because there is only major role by government, not the private sector. But under private sector, risk and uncertainty is very important. We all know that due to the depression of 1930s, the whole macroeconomics was reset by John Maynard Keynes. And what we want to communicate to the students that nowadays you might be watching that share market is very much popularized by so many podcasts and their seminar, webinar, and they attract people that you invest money in purchasing options, trading, and you purchasing securities and bond, etc. While you want to invest, if you are in a just a beginner in your job, about 25 years and plus, then if you invest in trading options, at the time of retirement, you will have enough money by that share. But which share should be purchased? Which option traders, option traders must read through different sources about the uncertainty, about the volatility of the share market. So I had published on YouTube, my YouTube, Dr. P.C. Verma, economist. In that, I have published one or two things, topics relating to option traders. Today, I am talking about directly to the students, to the UPSC aspirants, to the BPSC interview seekers. Recently, an economics interview is being to be conducted. So in interview, you will be asked that what do you mean by uncertainty? If you are a student of economics, you must say, what do you mean by uncertainty? We all know that uncertainty is studied even in university. I had been teaching in science college, Patna University, PG-, postgraduate diploma in actuarial science. What was actuarial science? Actuarial science was dealing with uncertainty. So, uncertainty is most important factor in today's market. In any interview, you will be asked, what do you mean by uncertainty? What do you mean by volatility? What do you mean by historical volatility? What do you mean by implied volatility? So volatility may be short-run volatility, long-run volatility. Volatility means fluctuations. Fluctuations may be frequent. Fluctuations must have a trend. And on the basis of that trend, you can be convinced that which share, which bonds you should buy or you should not buy. In the options world, time plus volatility is equal to uncertainty. If in any interview you are asked that what is uncertainty, then you must remember my voice, Dr. P.C. Verma, economist. I have been teaching for the last 50 years in Patna University, economics stream, in Patna University business management classes, in Patna University in postgraduate diploma in actuarial science, in Patna University postgraduate sociology department where I taught socialism and capitalism, where the MA in welfare economics. I taught economics, especially law economics, in Chanakya National Law University, one of the best university in Patna, Chanakya National Law University. I taught students in Birla Institute of Technology, BIT. It opened its campus in Patna University near airport. So in different streams I have taught, and everywhere I found that the uncertainty is the most important factor which are being asked in interview. And in India and abroad also, I had been to Vistula University in Poland, Germany, Netherlands, and there I saw students reading anything, but you must be aware of uncertainty. Uncertainty, what do you mean by uncertainty? Then it is in the word of share market. Time plus volatility is equal to uncertainty. Uncertainty means you are examining time plus volatility. There is a Greek term, theta. Greek term theta is very popular in trading market, in option traders, among the option traders. Theta measures how much an option's value will decline with the percentage of time. Any option's value does not remain constant. It will decline with the passage of time. What is historical volatility? Historical volatility measures past variability. It is very important. When I am talking that I have taught 50 years economics, business economics, microeconomics, macroeconomics, mathematical economics, econometrics, in different colleges of Patna University, Magad University, Ranchi University, Chanakya National Law University, BIT Mesra colleges. It means I have taught different variety of students. But everywhere what was common? The common was uncertainty. Common term is uncertainty. Whether uncertainty in getting job, whether uncertainty in losing your share market position, you are getting loss buying shares. When you when you switch to other options, such type of things depends upon uncertainty. So in option trading field, nowadays it is very much in Facebook you see different capitalists. They are billions of money invested in the share market, and they attract people to invest in billions, millions, or the whatever you have capacity limit has prescribed. While you are trying to invest money in buying options, then you must be aware of historical volatility. Historical volatility measures past variability, past tracking record, what was its degree of fluctuations, and whereas implied volatility looks forward. So if you are buying share in the market, you will be confronted by two sets of statistics. First is historical volatility index, and second is implied volatility index. In historical volatility index, what you will see, historical volatility measures past variability. That what was the condition of this share, this option in the past. And when you examine the past variability record, that is known as historical validity, which is known as historical volatility. When you examine first, when you want to invest in share market, then first examine historical volatility, which measures past uncertainty. And tracking this record, past record, you can be able to finalize whether he should buy that option or not. But most of the persons, most of the investors, most of the entrepreneurs, they seek to know about implied volatility. What is implied volatility? Implied volatility looks forward, that what will be its future prospect. Volatility and time each represent a factor of uncertainty for an option. Volatility and time each represent a factor of uncertainty for an option. So whatever matter we are discussing, either we are discussing volatility or we are discussing time involved in each share or the option in the trading market, then volatility and time each represent a factor of uncertainty for an option. So as an option trader, you are confronted with the same sets of risk: time and volatility. Time and volatility. Both of these risk factors represent uncertainty, and they are measured so-called option Greek theta. Greek theta means time. In any interview, if you are appearing for lecturer or lectureship interview which are scheduled in Bihar, so many students are waiting for that. If they ask you, what do you mean by theta in a trading market? This is general knowledge. You are not being asked very specific, difficult thing. It is just general matter. Then what will you say? That in Greek term, theta, is used for time. Greek word theta is used for time. When you talk about in option trade market, theta term, theta means time. And another term is known as Vega. Vega. Vega, Greek Vega. Greek Vega means volatility. So volatility and time in English we say time and volatility. But in Greek term it is known as theta and vega. Theta means time, vega means volatility. Theta and vega is Greek term. Time and velocity, time and volatility is Roman. So in any interview you are facing, they ask you, what do you mean by theta? What do you mean by theta in share market? You will tell that theta is a Greek term. Theta is referred as time decay. Any share has a decaying time. So time is one thing we can never get back in life. In the option world, time is represented by the option Greek theta, which measures how much an option's value will decline with the passage of time. Theta is expressed as a negative number. As you draw closer to the expiration date, the date of theta, the rate of theta decline accelerates dramatically. For this reason, people might also hear theta referred to as time decay. You can see in a book the theta world slide, theta, the theta water slide, that what will happen in different period of time. Then it will be a curve, downward sloping, concave to the origin. Just reverse of demand curve. Demand curve is downward sloping, convex to the origin, like indifference curve. Indifference curve is downward sloping, convex to the origin. But theta is always downward sloping and concave to the origin. And this shows that first on y-axis, it will touches to 100%, and x-axis touches to 0. That is the date of expiration. And 100% means percentage of options value. It will go to 100% and 20, 40, 100%. So the theta water slide is also helpful in taking decision. There is a term, long vega, long vega. What is long vega? Vega, we know volatility. What is long vega? If you buy an option, you are long vega, which means you would like to see implied volatility increase while you own the contract. Again, if you buy an option, you are a long vega, which means you would like to see implied volatility increase while you own the contract. We all know that two types of volatility, implied volatility and historical volatility. Historical volatility means past track of variability, and implied volatility means future track of volatility. So implied volatility versus historical volatility, these are the two types of volatility which any trade share market player has to face. If you select implied volatility, it means you are buying share, taking the future trends in coming years. And if you buy historical share related to historical volatility, it means you are saying the past track that this corporation, this industry's share, this bank share is always having the positive growth rate. Then this is historical volatility. That is why many options traders like to buy options when implied volatility is low relative to historical volatility. How do you compare? You compare, if you go to the market to buy share, then how do you compare? You will look into the past record, trading record, past record, and what was its trend, what was its risk factor. And when you will see the forecast for the future, and you compare, if the future forecast of variability, volatility is low, that means implied volatility is low. And if the past track, historical volatility is high, then you will feel that it is better to buy that option when implied volatility is low relative to historical volatility. They are hoping increase in implied volatility, and therefore Vega will help offset some of the natural time decay. Volatility is time, and time is volatility. In trading market, veteran options trader tend to look at volatility as time machine. Take insurance company, insurance analogy. Premiums are based on uncertainty. More time or more volatility will lead to more uncertainty, and more uncertainty will lead to higher premium. So we can conclude that in any interview, if you ask any questions related to this option traders, then the most important term which are being asked in the interview related to number one, option. What do you mean by option? Another is, what do you mean by implied volatility? And then uncertainty for an option traders. And therefore, both these risk factors represent uncertainty, and they are measured by Greek terms, Theta and Vega. Theta for time, Vega for volatility. That's all. Thank you.